Hey there, everyone. It is part 3 of my 3-part series of what you need to know about supplements. In part 1, I did on Tuesday night, and I went over why you need to be supplementing. Part 2, yesterday, I went through the 4 red flags. And now tonight, I'm going to be sharing with you how do you decide what supplements are right for you or what route you want to go. And so to start off, my name is Shelly Levi. I have a 20 years experience as a fitness professional, a group fitness instructor, personal trainer, and I have an extensive knowledge in nutrition after being diagnosed with celiac disease and Hashimoto's. So before I get into part 3 of this, I want to share a little bit of my story, because I feel like it's going to help you to understand more than my reasoning as far as how you decide, what supplements are right for you, because I'm going to go through and share with you a little bit of my story and how I determined the route I wanted to go. So, like I said, mine kind of dates back to about 2008 when I was diagnosed with celiac disease. Before that diagnosis, I made a list because I went back and I was thinking, about all the things that were going on. And mind you, I was a fitness professional. I was eating what I thought was clean and healthy, teaching classes, working out, taking care of my mindset. But, at the same time, before the actual celiac diagnosis, I had already had Hashimoto's. I had IBS, adrenal fatigue, chronic fatigue syndrome, anemia, fibromyalgia, psoriasis. I would spontaneously break out in hives for no reason at all, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm waking up just crazy, no idea where it came from. Mouth sores, canker sores randomly popping up, extremely dry skin. There's points where my hair would be falling out in clumps. I was going through migraines, brain fog, depression, anxiety, stomach ulcers. Those are painful. My cycle was constantly off. We spent so much time trying to figure that out. And then, kind of what I went over on Tuesday when I talked about, why you need to supplement, I suffered from a lot of nutrient deficiencies, and that's a pretty crazy long list when I look at it. And, I'm thinking, how the heck do you deal with all this? And, when I got that celiac diagnosis, I'm a true believer in that, God puts things into your path sometimes for a reason. And that was my red flag. Something had to change in my life. I had to change what I was consuming. I think God knew that I was going to dive in. I wasn't going to just take the celiac diagnosis and just say, oh, I got celiac disease, sucks to be me. No, he knew that I was going to dive in. I was going to learn as much as I could about this disease so I could help others. And I'll tell you what I learned when it came to the nutrition component after being diagnosed with that disease, and how much literally my food literally was killing me. When you have an autoimmune disease, it's attacking, your body is attacking itself. It's killing itself, literally. And so changes had to take place. And, I went in and I started making a lot of nutritional changes where, some of these things disappeared and quite a few of them diminished, in some of the things. But, I think a lot of it because of the nutrient deficiencies, there was still a lot of things that were not getting better. By the time I added in a supplement that actually eliminated that part, where then everything disappeared. So that's kind of the background, when I go into determining this. And so when I talk about health And when I talk about nutrition, it is coming from a health standpoint, because I, again, am a true believer. Everything comes down to your health. Everything does. You cannot be a good person if you are sick 24/7 and feel like crap. You cannot be a good mom, a good dad, if you are feeling like crap day in and day out. You can't be a good colleague. You can't be a good worker. You can't be productive. You can't enjoy life. And trust me, I saw my parents. I saw what, living an unhealthy lifestyle did to my parents. They were freaking miserable. That is not where I'm going to be. And that's not where I'm going to go. That is the baseline of my passion and how I dove into really learning about my food. And as I talked about yesterday, the 4 red flags, and I'm going to say this again. I'm sorry, people. You can write all you want about this. Soy is not a health food. It is not a health food. Artificial anything is not a health food. Artificial anything is not. Putting in sugar is not a health food. These things are not health foods and should not be in your supplements. Okay? If you are working on your health. Now, this is where we're going to go into the next area, part 3. What are your goals? What are you trying to do? If you are trying to lose weight and that's your only thing is weight loss, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not your person. I'm not your girl, because I'm not about weight loss. All the products that are out there that you see, they all are going to do what they claim to do. Every single one of them will give you the results you want if you follow that program, especially for weight loss. However, I ask you, at what cost are you willing to put out there on your health for some of these products? I, being a personal trainer and my background in the health industry, in the health and fitness industry, I am not going to lose my integrity. I'm not going to, lose that part just to make $1 on someone for a product that I'm suggesting them to do for their weight loss. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to compromise my integrity. I am about health. And when you get healthy, everything else takes care of itself. Everything else. And if you're still not getting healthy on some of the things that you're doing, because there are some good products out there. There's lots of good products. But if you aren't getting healthy with a really awesome product, then it tells me there's something else going on. There's something else that's missing, and you might need to go in and get some more things checked. But like I said, if you are focused on health, you're going to listen to those 4 red flags and you're going to avoid those things. You're going to look for something that is clean of all of that. And so when you're going forward and trying to choose a product, I'll tell you right there, those 4 red flags are probably going to eliminate 99% of the products out on the market, because almost everything has in it. I'm going to give you a little quick story on this. When I was back in Minnesota, back in the first week in June, I forgot some of my supplements. I've left them back here. I went into GNC to see if I can find something to just get me through that week. Nothing. The guy in there frantically tried to help me find something that didn't have sucralose in it, and he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. There was nothing in there. And this is a supplement store, so this time I got it on my list. I'm making sure that was a learning experience. I will never forget my stuff again. But anyway, so going forward here into part 3, how do you decide what is going to be for you? And you have to determine what is the lifestyle that you want. What is the lifestyle that you want? For me, I didn't want something that I was going to have 2 shakes a day and a bar, and I was gonna have to follow a 900 calorie meal plan. For me, I was not gonna wanna wear a patch, and I was not gonna wanna take a pill. I'm not gonna do that. That's chemicals. That's chemicals going into the body, people. I'm not gonna do that. That's not health. For me, I'm not gonna wrap something around my body. That's not health. If I'm wanting a quick fix like that, that tells me if you're needing to wrap the bodies, real quick, for some of those things, and I know everyone has their reasons, but for me, I'm talking about for me, that tells me if I'm to the point where I feel like I need to wrap my stomach, that tells me that I probably need to pay attention to more what I'm eating, putting in my body. Have I been eating crap? Have I been drinking too many cocktails? Have I been indulging way more portions than I should be? Maybe if I just followed the plan that I should be, I wouldn't have that problem in the first place. So I look at the lifestyle that I want, because all these things that you choose, you're gonna get your results, but guess what? You have to do that the rest of your life. So if you wanna wear a patch and take a pill and do your whatever the rest of your life, great, that's your choice. That's your choice. But that's not the choice I made. That's not the choice I chose. I wanted something that fit into my lifestyle that I can do. My lifestyle consists of eating clean. I'm gluten-free. I'm dairy-free because of my celiac disease. For the most part, I'm grain-free. I'm not 100% perfect on that, but I'm trying to improve because I know a lot of those grains are still problematic for my system. I make sure that I am drinking alcohol in moderation. I do not eat foods that are GMO knowingly. Obviously, when you go into a restaurant, I can't control. I have no idea where they're getting some of their produce and where they're getting their things. So I'm trying to practice these things the majority of my time. I work out 5-6 days a week. I always have 1 day of rest. My supplement, I eat my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And my supplement is my post-workout. Because when you're done working out, you literally have destroyed your body. Your muscles need recovery. And to me, that was the best spot to put my supplement because it has everything that my body needs to recover the best it can. That is a lifestyle that I can do every single day the rest of my life. And so I guess when I'm moving forward here, when you're trying to decide what you're trying to do, take a look. Do you want to be on a restricted 900 calorie diet? One of the products, they're like cleansing every month. Why? Why are you cleansing every month? You have a liver. You have a liver that does that for you. And your liver will work properly when you feed it clean food and you keep the body healthy. Your liver detoxes your body naturally. You don't need to be detoxing every single month. And quite honestly, that's very hard on your system to be doing that. So I question you again, when you're trying to figure out, where to go with these things, take a look, are you trying to go the easy way out? And because that's what a lot of this is, it's the easy way out, or are you ready to seriously make some changes for your health? Focus on your health and everything will fall into place. But again, I'm not bashing any products. As you know, I did not list any names and I haven't even mentioned the name that I do because I'm simply trying to educate right now. That's all I'm trying to do is educate and give you guys some knowledge to move forward and make some better choices for yourself. So again, that is my take on how do you choose a product or supplement line for you. Well, I guess it comes down to you got to decide what's the lifestyle you want, and what are you willing to risk? Are you willing to put your health at risk and to do that particular product. I'm not. My body's already compromised. There's permanent damage that, it can't be reversed. There's permanent damage in my body. My body is at a high level risk of contracting many diseases. And I am not willing to put myself in that position and to put things into my body. And I'm even trying to improve, I'm even trying to go a step beyond that. I'm even trying to now move into the area of changing out the products I'm putting on my body. But it had to start with what I was putting in, because that's in there. Can't get it out. At least you got your skin to protect you from some of the things you're putting on your body. But those are the steps I'm making to help keep my body healthy and safe. And so I want you to just keep that in mind as you're moving forward here. So I hope this helped you tonight to kind of get a little bit better idea of, where I'm at, why I'm so passionate about this, and why I grit my teeth when I see people out there promoting things that I know are going to be very damaging to some people. And, especially when someone comes to me and says, soy is safe for someone who has a thyroid disease. Are you kidding me? Look up your experts. If you're wanting more nutritional guidance, Dr. Josh Axe, going to give you that one right there. He's a nutritional expert. He specializes in the leaky gut, because that's where a lot of your immune system, your immunity comes from. Look him up, read some of his stuff. Dr. Peter Osborne is another functional nutritional expert. He specializes more in autoimmune diseases and what we need to be nutritionally doing to help keep our body to manage when we've had those diseases. Magdalena and her last name, oh God, I'm just going to totally chop this up. Wyzlaki? I apologize if I get, I'm probably totally destroyed her last name. But anyway, she is also a nutritional expert, and she is personally suffered from Graves' disease and Hashimoto's autoimmune herself. And she is more of an expert, for at least for us women, when it comes to balancing hormones. She has amazing content, and so if you ever, if you're questioning some of the things I'm saying, well, you know what, go out there and, research some of this stuff on your own. I've taken the time to do it. You take the time to do it. And I'm sure you're going to find that a lot of the things that I'm telling you is pretty much spot on. All right. So you guys, again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment, message me, drop me a line if you're wanting any help or assistance. And even if it's something that I obviously am not an expert in this area, but I might be able to guide you to someone who might be able to help you more if I can't. All right, you guys have a great night. And if you found this video helpful, please share it to other people who are trying to make some healthy changes in their life. All right, you guys have a great night. Bye-bye.